Hello from Disney's Animal Kingdom. We are here to eat at what is at least tied for my favorite restaurant on Walt Disney World property, Tiffins. I think it's still tied with the Hollywood Brown Derby over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, but we're gonna have to do a dining review over at the Brown Derby to just make sure to double check. But today we are back at Tiffins and we're gonna be trying a lot of food. We are going to start our gigantic order here with the charcuterie board, and Courtney is going to dig into a few of these meats and cheeses. That is a venison sausage that she is trying right now.
It's actually a light flavor. It's a little smoky, but not super smoky. I like it a lot.
Is it gamey?
Not at all. Not at all. It's very mild, very light. I might want to try some of this chutney over here. There's so much going on. That's kind of a pickled olive flavor, pepper flavors. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to try. There's also a jam, which might be a date bacon jam. It's very good. It tastes like, I believe, dates. And it's both sweet and savory.
So she's going to try some of these cheeses and talk a little bit more about the charcuterie board after she's tried it, because it's kind of hard to comment on each and everything as she's eating it. So we're going to take a break from that and we're going to move on to the bread service here. Now Courtney is going to try some of the bread service, and I am going to talk her into letting me have some of the red pepper hummus because I've had it before and it is really, really good. So just get a little piece of that bread, and
I have two different breads here, but I think I'm gonna start with the softer bread. And this has a lot of herbs with it. This is a coriander sauce, and I love coriander. It's similar to maybe a basil pesto to me, and I love that. That's really good. It's a little bit of an adventurous flavor. It's herby, it's creamy. Definitely love that. I believe we have a pear ginger type of a chutney, and so it should be sweet. And now I'm taking this lighter, crispier type of bread.
So what I would have you do is in order to go from the we also have a line.
That's really good. It's sweet and a little tart.
Your face is good, right?
Tastes like a berry type of a jam, and there actually is some spice in there, like maybe just light chili peppers. Then there is the red pepper roasted hummus, which I know Rick loves. Yeah, that's really good too. The flavors are so nice. Everything works really well together. It's fun to try all the different flavors.
Alright, and now I'm going to try two of the appetizers that I've actually had before when I've been here, but I have really liked them, and they're served maybe a little differently this time, at least this first one. It is the spiced chickpea falafel for $10. Mint pistachio pesto, cumin scented garlic rayata, and pickled vegetables. Like I said, for $10 at a signature dining location like this one, it is not that bad for an appetizer. It is really cool looking as well. They kind of have a much better display than the last time. I think if I remember the last time, you had to go out of your way to dip the falafel in the mint pistachio pesto, but now it is under each of the different falafels. Since I don't necessarily like mint all that much, I might have liked it a little bit better the other way just for the taste, but we're going to try it. Like I said, I don't like mint all that much, but it's just there in the background, just a little bit to bring out the other flavors, so it's not going to overpower and make it taste like toothpaste or anything. What I really like about this is a lot of falafel can be just extremely dry. If you go to a Greek restaurant or something like that, that completely overcooks it and makes it really dry, and here it's not like that. Some of the pickled vegetables, they're really good as well. This is a great appetizer. Like I said, not usually a fan of mint. It almost scared me away from it the first time I ordered it, but I braved through it. You might have to brave through a lot here actually, because some of the stuff sounds more adventurous than it is in practice. Love this appetizer, so good. It's time for another one of those appetizers I have done before. It's the plant-based tacos, and there are 2 of them. It's $12. You don't get a huge portion for $12, but you know, it's Disney, so you have to take the quality over quantity sometimes. As long as they give you one of the 2, you should be happy. Alright. There are 2 of the soft shells here so that you have an easier time, and I think a lot of the stuff is going to fall out and you can basically just use one of them to make a second taco, I think is honestly the plan. Actually, I was wrong. There's actually 3 of the soft shells here. So, let's do this. There's some things, and Courtney can attest to this, that are vegetarian, and I'll bite into them, and I like want to check to make sure that they're vegetarian because they just taste like you're getting a regular meat dish, and this is really one of them. I mean, these are so good. It tastes like you're getting a meat dish, and it's 100% plant-based. So, I love this. If you are a meat eater, get it. It's really good. If you are a vegan, obviously you're almost going to have to get it because it's one of the only options available for you here. Spray the lime on it a little bit and let stuff fall out in the middle of the taco and just make yourself a second taco. This is just one of my favorite plant-based options on property, like without a doubt. So good. So good. Today Courtney is doing something that I usually do, and that is going with appetizers instead of getting an entree, but she has this corn and sweet potato soup for $14. Why don't you get a spoonful here and let us know how it tastes.
Okay, so first thing was they brought this beautiful little cornbread and then poured the soup around it. So there's kind of a lot going on with a little bit of a salsa on top of the cornbread. And this is puffed sorghum grain. So let me try to get some of the cornbread here. It's dense, so it's a little hard to get into. I'm making a mess of it, but I know it's going to taste good. Wow. So it's really creamy. The corn taste really comes through. It's a little sweet, not overly sweet. There's just this really good balance. And it's nice to have that bread in there instead of just having soup. It's really different, but not so different that anybody could enjoy this.
Usually I'm the one who just does appetizers, but today I splurged and I am getting an entree here as well. And it is the North African spiced tofu, chermoula marinated tofu, seasonal vegetables, wilted kale, and tomato chutney. It is their plant-based option, 100% plant-based. It is, and I just saw the price of it on the menu. I did not know it was $30, but it's $30, so that's definitely going to play a part in my review for a plant-based item. So it looks absolutely gorgeous. The presentation, top notch, but as you'll see throughout the course of this review, that everything here is beautiful. The atmosphere is second to none. I'm gonna get some of the tofu, along with some of the vegetables and some of the kale. Try to get a really balanced fork full here, and let's do this. It's really good. It's not overwhelmingly flavor packed. So you're getting kale, you're getting tofu. These aren't the most flavorful items that you're ever going to get. The kale is definitely good. The sauce, I like it. And I do like the way that the tofu is cooked. It's not squishy. It's not, you know, falling apart. It has a little bit of substance to it. It has a little bit of heft to it, so that's good. This is a plant-based meal for people who like vegetables. This is for vegetarians who like vegetables. That's not necessarily me, but I am enjoying this. They're not trying to taste like meat. They're not trying to fool you. They're saying you're a vegetarian, learn to like vegetables. So it's good though. I don't know if I would say it's worth $30. Actually, it's probably not worth $30, but it's really good, and the atmosphere here has to be taken into consideration when you're talking about the price. So I like it. I would still recommend it, but I think the next time I come here, I'm probably going to do another one of those appetizer meals where I just get a bunch of appetizers instead of one entree. So Tiffins is essentially a museum or a gallery of the creation of Disney's Animal Kingdom. And they have these pillars which were originally going to be all over the park. But instead, they decided they wouldn't do these pillars all over the park. They would do the Tree of Life, which is the major icon here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So they took this concept of these pillars and came up with the Tree of Life. And then they have these pillars here in the middle of the biggest dining room here at Tiffins. So in the second biggest dining room, they focus on Africa and some of the Imagineers' quest through Africa to find theming for Disney's Animal Kingdom. And they have these 4 pictures on the one wall. And the interesting thing about it is that 2 of them, I believe, are from Disney's Animal Kingdom, from here in the theme park. And 2 of them are from Africa, to show how good of a job they did recreating some of these looks. I know this one here is from the theme park because you can see a Festival of the Lion King poster. But that just shows how great of a job they did with the theming here at Animal Kingdom. That you can hardly tell which picture is from the theme park and which one is from Africa. So this room isn't even in use today, so we don't have to keep quiet or anything like that. It is the Asian room here at Tiffins. And here's a Yeti statue. So I don't have to be quiet and I just get to walk around here and show you everything. Just the theming in this restaurant is awesome. And here are the prayer flags that you see in the Asia section here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, especially as you start getting higher and higher up in the mountains when you're in the queue for Expedition Everest. If you do get a reservation here at Tiffins, or if you just get a table, you just walk in, sometimes you can get a table, make sure that you walk around and catch all of the details. They are more than happy to share information with you. They're so proud of this restaurant, and they should be proud of it because it's awesome. Just got out of Tiffins here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. The AC was pumping so much inside Tiffins, and it is muggy and rainy out here in Disney's Animal Kingdom, so the lens might start to fog up a little bit. I just wanted to say, such a great meal, near perfect. If you are on vacation and you're planning your meals for an entire week, do Tiffins. I know you're gonna say it's expensive and you just don't know if your family is adventurous enough. Trust me, everybody can find something here at Tiffins in Disney's Animal Kingdom. My suggestion, skip the table service at Magic Kingdom. Eat around the world at Epcot. Don't worry about getting a table service at Epcot. Get a Tiffins reservation. Treat yourself. It is definitely worth it. We have to give a huge shout out to our server, Jennifer from Clearwater, Florida. She was amazing. She gave me so many Coke Zero refills. I really, really appreciate it, and we're gonna have to stop in the restroom on my way home because They're starting to hit me now, but it was such a great meal, such great service. I can't say enough about Tiffins here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Please like, subscribe, comment, do all the social media stuff. We'd really appreciate it. I will talk to you real soon.
Okay.